We done whack jobs with the mice fours. Strike first, the attack dogs. We ignite wars. From a dark cell.
Ren, you scoundrel, you. Go on there, Ren. Okay, no, never mind.
And I watch as it burns. Instigator.
Huh? What happened? Did Webby just have a look? What was said here? Total Dominion Entertainment Recording Agreement. Total Dominion. Wow. Artist signed agreement of eternal and existential transfer of right. Damn. The 3-6 blood oath. I don't even want to say this out loud. I feel like if I say this out loud, like I'm drawing. You know what I mean? I'm drawing forces. I'm drawing forces towards why I'm even reading this. Hello, testing. Do you know what? I think it's time I need a flipping trim, to be honest with you. Maybe a trim incoming. Exciting times. Some others with the chill sauce. I'm Bohemian Anthony. Nice to see you as always. Just welcome back to a small patch of internet. The Yellow Squad are in as always. Side Togs hiding in the back there. Bohemian Anthony. Thank you for stopping by. First and foremost, how are we? Hope ourselves, the friends and our family are all in good health, all in high spirits, chasing the dream. As we should be doing. Yes, welcome once again. We are continuing our journey down this road. Down the road. You see the link right there. I'm on point today of the collaboration between Ren and Chris Webby. I believe they're collectively known as Inpatient. Inpatient, right? Not the Impatience or something like that. But I do like the play on words. Of course, you're going to expect that level of wordplay with these two. If I've learned anything from Chris Webby in the previous reaction, is that he has that same energy, the theatrics to him, the way he acts when he's rapping, his ability to portray emotions in the role that he did. Very, very incredible stuff. And so here we are with the second video that's dropped from their album together. Is that the correct term? Is it an EP? I'm unsure. But we've got more music. We have a music video as well, which I'm very excited about. And so, with that being said, let us just get into this. But yes, hope we're all well. Thank you to all the renegades, all the music lovers that are here on this journey with me. And let's see what we're in store for, as always. Always exciting times. When Ren's about. Okay, second recording starts now, and here we go. As always, I'll try to limit it to, let's say, one pause from the first run through if I get too excited, and then we'll play it through and then we'll go back for the second round. This is Inpatient, Ren and Chris Webby with the song Instigator. Ooh, I remember there's a song Instigator by D12 from, was it Devil's Night? Sick beat. But here we go. Instigator in 3, 2, 1. I'm nervous. Ooh. We fade to black and white. Oh, we're about to get in some drama.
Sell a dollar for a dime. Watch the world collapse. I'm driving across that county line. Once I do, I won't look back. Like knocking at my door. Staring to the sun in times of peace, I'll go.
One shot.
Instigator.
That's gotta be him? Oh, I don't know actually. Don't think I've ever seen Chris Webby.
Instigator. Steady with it, like machete with it. Heavy with it, shred and kill it.
But wait a minute, I already did it.
Webby
Sasha.
did it. Welcome to the clinic, I'm a surgeon cutting lyrics and raising spirits in this motherfucker. Step to the rhythm, shovel, treble and bass. This culture is a breeding ground for my mistakes. I pray for a better way to waste my time. Don't wait until tomorrow when I take what's mine.
I like that. So playful.
That's the instigator. Not
so real.
Intimidated, I'm a force of nature.
Oh, this!
A place where the penny will drop, heads roll. Come on, let the guillotine chop.
Was that? Is that the chorus? I love that. And I love the fact that it's all like a cappella. It's all Ren. I don't know if Chris Webby was involved, but it's all his own vocals. Right? No instruments that I can hear of, or is there a guitar in there that I'm missing? Let's go back a little bit just to... Webby has such a unique voice as well. I love the tone of his voice. It's such a cool... There's something so very... He exudes a coolness to his voice with that rasp. They balance well.
Like machete with it, heavy with it, shred and kill it.
But wait a minute, I already did it.
Webby did it. Welcome to the clinic, I'm a surgeon cutting lyrics and raising spirits in this motherfucker. Step to the rhythm, shovel, treble and bass. This culture is a breeding ground for my mistakes. I pray for a better way to waste my time. Don't wait until tomorrow when I take what's mine.
Proper interactions, man.
Intimidated, I'm a force of nature.
I love this. The melodic. We're about the melodic.
Sell a dollar for a dime. Watch the world collapse. I'm driving across that county line.
Ren, you scoundrel, you. Nah.
Daylight knocking at my door. Staring to the sun in times of peace. I'll go to war. Instigator.
So nostalgic. The pig!
Instigator.
Shoot, for the title Instigator, it's been fairly jolly. I feel a turn coming.
Meds pop, dread locked in, you could get got. Light a cig with the dead eye for the headshot. Feds watch, we the sickest puppies in the pet shop.
And they ain't fucking with the sick boy and the web drop.
Hell nah, we them whack jobs with the mice fours. Strike first, the attack dogs, we ignite wars. From a dark cell, let the psych ward choke them.
Got me so hyped I wanna clap along.
See, I went to battle in Athens. I spilled the blood of Olympus. Stepped through the ashes of castles and torn asunder. My critics, they'll read me on a hieroglyphics.
Here we go, the turn.
Witness, then turned and murdered them for witnessing like government business. Don't give a fuck about riches, the power, money, your bitches. There ain't a thing I got in common with one of you bitches. I just want blood on the fucking blade that I stuck in you bitches. And get a workout shovel in the grave I dug for you bitches.
They'll be so happy.
Sell a dollar for a dime. Watch the world collapse.
Ooh, muscle came out. What mountain?
Once I do, I won't look back. Daylight knocking.
Now that's a mean looking fella.
Stepping to the sun in times of...
We're gonna go for a rockers. Go on there, Ren. Okay, no, never mind. I mean, he was massive to be fair, but...
Pick your poison from the vine. Win or losing, I don't mind.
Oh, I love this breakdown, this bridge.
Came to see all of it falling apart, and I watch as it burns. Instigator.
Huh? What happened? Did Webby just, as Ren was down, Webby just murked every single person here? Big man's definitely down, of course. Huh? Double cross!
Instigator.
No, he is down.
Come on, man. Yeah, right.
You just swung. If I would have...
Yeah, you would've what? Huh?
Yeah, Webby definitely.
His eyes were scared.
Yeah. Terrified.
Oh, I still got this.
Inpatient. Asylum is the name of the album, I heard.
This is not a fucking drill.
So everybody gather round. It's the greatest show in town. And when the voices get too loud,
Who's this vocal? Is that Webby? That's it. Hold on. Oh, I really want to hear this. I love both those tracks. Okay. Lyrics on, second time run through, pausing as much as I fucking well want. But first impressions right off the bat, again, just amazing harmony between these two. There's something about their voices collectively that I can see why they did an album together, or they've collaborated on songs together. So cool. Ren has that natural rasp to his voice with his singing and his rapping that we know of, with that lovely local twang from our side of the pond. Webby, of course, juxtaposing that with that great American twang, that rasp as well. Very, very unique. Very again, both of them are very unique in how they deliver. I would say that's what, I think it's a great asset to have. Is delivery, is a natural, a very unique tone to your voice. These two have it. I think it's going to look into be a very, very cool and upbeat and at times intense collaboration from these two. I'll get to it. There's a couple things I want to talk about, but we'll talk about it when it comes up in the second playthrough. But off the bat, I love the playfulness. I love the visuals to go with it. The council estate, that sort of nostalgic feeling. We've all either grown up or been around. Well, some of us have council estates, and that's sort of a vibe. Summertime, people out just playing, sparse groups of people. Seldom. It varies, doesn't it? But just seeing those little dots of people around, the kids playing football. The girls, the partners of people, pregnant people who are pregnant that we know. As I said, the girls who are just having a little chinwag outside felt very familiar. I definitely felt a very familial thing when I was watching that, and I think that's what is so important, is to get the people feeling something quite familiar about the content, right? Loved it. Anyway, enough about that. Let's have a go in. And again, is it all a cappella? Was it all just... No, we've got a guitar. There it was, okay. I thought for a second it was all predominant. Well, it predominantly is vocals, but... That painting looks familiar. That painting looks so familiar. It looks almost like a Picasso that I saw the other day. Replica? Or is that someone completely different?
Sell $1 for a dime. Watch the world collapse.
Sell $1 for a dime. Oh, we're talking money games again, isn't it? It just feels like money game situation.
Laps out, driving across that county line. Once I do, I won't look back. Daylight.
We love the break, the vocal fry with some soul in it.
Once I do, I won't look back. Daylight's knocking at my door.
Great
Step
descriptive.
into the sun in times of peace, I'll go to war. Instigator.
Man, what great lines. Sorry, can I just allow myself to enjoy just that particular daylight knocking at my door? And that's putting it politely. You know them days when daylight just breaks in like no one's business. Stare into the sun.
Times of
Peace, I'll go to war. Damn. Perfectly flowed. Little Salt Bay action. That is Webby confirmed. The lads.
Steady with it, like machete with it, heavy with it, shred and kill it. But wait a minute, I already did it. Webby did it. Well,
Man, he's got such a good voice. It sounds a bit like... It's almost got this... It's smooth, but there's a little cut to it. Like a smooth... I don't know how to really...
But wait a minute, I already did it. Webby did
it's
it.
too cool.
Welcome to the clinic, I'm a surgeon cutting lyrics. And
then ran there with his Again, his very unique.
Amazing spirits in this motherfucker. Step to the rhythm, shovel, treble, and bass. This culture is a breeding ground for my mistakes. I pray for a better way to waste my time. Don't wait until tomorrow when I take.
It's nice, man. It's that big brother sort of figure. It's that older on the estate, or that older on the, you know, in the neighborhood, who, you know, messes with the youngers for a bit, you know, just to show them a bit of that side of things, you know, that banter, that, I wouldn't say tough love, but, you know, playful sort of.
For a better way to waste my time.
It's playful, isn't it?
Until tomorrow when I take what's
little
mine.
playful bit of
Calculated, that's the instigator. Not
hold on.
intimidated.
What I'm looking for. What's what I'm looking for? Let me finish my train of thought, not just tailor off there. It's a bit of like, it's not even horseplay really, is it? Is that what you'd call it, horseplay? It's just being a flippin', it's being one of the boys, isn't it?
Intimidated, I'm a force of nature. Fate dictates a place where the penny will drop. Heads roll, calmer, let the guillotine chop.
Calmer, let the guillotine chop. I love that.
Watch the world collapse out, driving across that county line.
Again, Ren just selling the showing the acting chops, man. That is exactly the face. Look, he's like, oh well. The lack of what they see. I'm just gonna go back to this bit here.
Cold and calculated, that's the instigator. Not intimidated, I'm a force of nature. Fate dictates a place where the penny will drop. Heads roll, calmer, let the guillotine
Such great
chop.
melody.
Sell $1 for a dime. Watch the world collapse out, driving across that county line. Once I do, I won't look back. Daylight knocking at my door. Staring to the sun in times of peace, I'll go to war.
Yeah, great chorus. Pig mask. Shutting them in.
Instigator.
And I just want to recognize this is, in the beginning I thought for a second, almost, no, do you know what, almost, you can tell it was shot here. You know, this is definitely in the UK. I mean, you recognize in the first beginning, you wonder where it's going to take place, but this is, for anyone who may not have seen, this is a great example of a typical sort of UK council estate. Just the whole vibe of it, man. The stairs going up, you know, around the up to the flats.
Meds pop, dreadlocked in, you could get got. Light a cig with the dead eye for the headshot. Feds watch, we the sickest puppies in the pet shop.
And they ain't fucking with the sick boy and the web drop.
Hell nah, we done whack jobs with the mice fours. Strike first, the attack dogs. We ignite wars, run things from a dark cell. Let the psych ward choke them.
Man, there's something so just attractive about flows that just have that sort of, that predictable sort of bounce to it, you know. It just sounds so cool. I feel like it'd be so cool just to be able to memorize and then rap along to it.
Watch, we the sickest puppies in the pet shop.
And they ain't fucking with the sick boy and the web drop.
Hell nah, we done whack jobs with the mice fours. Strike first, the attack dogs. We ignite wars, run things from a dark cell. Let the psych ward choke them to death with the mic cord.
Here we go.
See, I went to
told you it was
battle
gonna be
in Athens. I spilled the blood of Olympus. Stepped through the ashes of castles and torn asunder. My critics still read me.
And I love, and now we're talking about rhyme schemes, we're talking about, I said, what was it, I brought up in previous, was it for the previous, I can't remember what it was exactly, but I think I was wondering whether, you know, oh, that was it. I do like the fact that from just Webby's bars there, again, I've not listened to Webby before, Chris Webby, but I can appreciate those lyrics right there involving lore, mythology, right? Spilled the blood of Olympus, went to battle in Athens. It's I just like that you can tell that is the kind of that is the scheme that Ren would definitely appreciate. We know Ren is a lover of, or appreciates, I can't make assumptions, but appreciates definitely mythology, lore, religion. He likes to use those themes a lot. And when I heard Webby start spitting this, it was like, oh, that's, you can see there's a definite sort of echoing of one another, I think.
I went to battle in Athens, I spilled the blood of Olympus, stepped through the ashes of castles and torn asunder. My critics, they'll read me on a hieroglyphic.
Asunder, great word. Don't think we use it enough, so I appreciate that.
I went to battle in Athens, I spilled the blood of Olympus, stepped through the ashes of castles and torn asunder. My critics, they'll read me on a hieroglyphics, with King Tut as my witness, then murdered them for witnessing like government business. Don't give a fuck about riches.
Okay. These two very innocent looking civilians. I thought it was Pete and Baz for a hot second.
Government business, don't give a fuck about riches, the power, money, your bitches, there ain't a thing I got.
Let's have a look. What was said here? Total Dominion Entertainment Recording Agreement. Total Dominion. Wow. Yeah, you want to talk about... Are we just talking about that last for down the road as well? I was going heavy into the whole thing about appreciating two independent artists speaking up and showing they can draw success without being part of, without signing their souls away, but to companies like Total Dominion Entertainment. Artists signed agreement of eternal and existential transfer of right. Damn. The 3-6 blood oath. I don't even want to say this out loud. I feel like if I say this out loud, like I'm drawing, you know what I mean? I'm drawing forces towards me. I'm even reading this out. This sounds way too legit. Well, I'll read it out, and then if it gets a little bit too hairy, I'll stop reading, okay? The contract, the agreement is made on the date of signing between Total Dominion Entertainment, herein referred to as the label. Man. They must have seen this though, I feel like this is too almost true to home to be parody. And the musical entity known as the artist, also referred to as the party formerly known as Impatient, term. The term of this agreement shall commence upon signing and continue until the end of time, or until all members of the artist have been reincarnated and have collectively released. Let's get rid of all of that stuff, bro. Let's get rid of that. Mortal identities. Man, do you know what? I'm not even gonna lie. I had a gig once. Because for those who might not know, I freelance as well. I freelance, I illustrate, do some concept design, things of that nature. And if you'd be interested, let me know. Maybe I can, maybe it's time I start sort of like putting my other personal projects and other things I do outside of reactions on here, I think it'd be kind of cool in case anyone was interested. But I did a job for a certain company, and actually having read through their terms and conditions for that particular gig, a lot of that stuff sounded like this. I remember seeing that actually, a phrase very much like "until the end of time." I'm sure I did. I am 90 in that area % sure something said along the lines of "until the end of time, we have the rights, exclusive rights to use this particular work, the imagery that you provided for us," something like that. And it felt a little almost too like, whoa, that's so definite. That's so definite. Like, why would you want to own something until the end of time? Isn't there such a thing as allowing creativity and people's IP to sort of gain new life and breathe to other creative minds at some point down the road? After some time, obviously. Actually, I don't know what I'm talking about. Hold on, let's why does that keep coming up?
I got in common with the...
Damn, I kind of want to read it. Hold on. The artist hereby irrevocably assigns to the label as all rights in and their music, lyrics, melodies, chords, silences, sighs, silences and sighs, all rights in their and to their music, and unreleased voice memos. Dude, if we get to that flipping level, now that has to be parody. There's no way that's ever been put down in a real flipping contract, right? And unreleased voice memos. No, that's too much. All rights to the name, likeness, fingerprint, and browser history, exclusive control over the artist's birth certificate, with full permission for the label to legally rename any or all members at will. Example.
Oh man,
that is so scary.
One of you bitches, I just want blood on the fucking blade that I stuck in you bitches and get a workout shovel in the grave.
Do you know what? Yeah, I mean, I would have been doing that from the first page, but good on the lads to be like,
for you bitches.
ooh, the sign off. Sorry. Sorry, Webby. Let's go back and I want to hear this whole thing with the sign off.
Under my critics, they'll read me on a hieroglyphics. With King Tut as my witness, then turned and murdered them for witnessing like government business. Don't give a fuck about riches, the power, money, your bitches. There ain't a thing I got in common with the one of you bitches. I just want blood on the fucking blade that I stuck in you bitches and get a workout shovel in the grave I dug for you bitches.
That is cool. So they brought the muscle out.
Driving across that county line. Once I do, I won't look back.
Oh, it's so catchy. It's so good.
Step into the sun.
Do you know what I will say this, and I really appreciate this. Like, I am not any kind of musical aficionado, right? I self-taught myself guitar. I enjoy playing. I do some songwriting, and I do create melodies on the guitar that, you know, of my level. There are certain chords that I know because I use them a lot, and I am a fan of, you know, people make fun of the 4 chords, you know, the sort of the pop powerful chords, but they're powerful and they're sort of reused and liked by the mainstream a lot because there is something so hard. There's a harmonious quality to them. They go so well together, or they can, you know. And this, for example, I'm sure these follow the very similar. These may even be there. These chords or these melodies are definitely within that sort of popular chord progression, right? I would argue, but I love it. I'm a big fan of it, especially if you're singing or rapping a very unique or a very playful, like, as long as the creativity on top of the chord progressions that you might deem as sort of reused quite a lot, if the melody and the content on top of it is doing what this is doing for the song, I don't know, it's, you know, of course, even better. It highlights more of the artist. It actually elevates the reused chord progressions, if you will, in my opinion. So hearing this, the chorus is so good. The way that they're sort of singing, Ren is singing melodically to it. Like, as we know, Ren can pretty much play the guitar and have his melodies, singing melodies, he can transcribe into, like, the guitar. It's like that. You could imagine another instrument maybe taking this melodic turn, but he's using his own voice. He's using his voice as the chorus to fit these chord progressions so perfectly. I just want to recognize that I love this chord progression. I'm a fan of, like, reused chord progressions, you know, popular chord progressions, but as long as the melody, the song, or the rapping over it adds so much to it, or adds a uniqueness to it, like, I'll be playing this how many times now? This will be in my head. This will be in my freaking head, like, until who knows. Oh, the harmony in the background! I heard you! I heard that, Ren! I love a good harmony.
Step into the sun in times of peace, I'll go to war. Instigator, sweet defeat.
Oh, you, Ren, you did kind of get And it makes it even funnier at the end when he's like, you know what, if I'd have just slipped in. So, but I love how he just went. He's like, alright.
Instigator, sweet defeat, the sweetest wine.
We're getting the full snatch. Did they use some snatch this effect? Speaking of effects, that's Webby doing his thing. Webby got hands.
See all of it falling apart, and I watch as it burns. Instigator.
I love that. I did say rise.
I just came to see all of it falling apart, and I watch as it burns. Instigator. Oi.
Oi. Love that ad-lib. Come on, gotta represent. Oi.
Oi.
He's on the car!
Instigator.
This dude's got absolutely wrecked. Don't mess with Chris Webby. Got the muns. Ren.
Instigator.
Come on, man. Yeah,
I'm
right.
fighting them.
He just swung. If I would have...
Yeah, you would have what? You would have what, huh?
I could see in his eyes he was scared.
Where's Chris Webby from? That's so. Is that like a New York? Again, forgive me for being quiet, but that's, to me, that sound, from my limited understanding of sort of certain accents from different areas. That to me sounds a little bit New York. Also, I like, you know, Ren can exude cool when he wants to, but I like in this collaboration that he, you know, he dropped very quickly. He sort of took the approach of, you know, psyching himself up, pretending he was the dude afterwards. Yeah, you know, I was fighting them. Very self-deprecating. I love that there's some self-deprecation here to Ren, and I think that's also that can be a very sort of British trait, is self-deprecation. So I do like that he took the position of being the guy that gets knocked down, you know, tries to amp up afterwards. It's like Jay. If anyone's watched The In-Betweeners, over here, it's that Jay kind of thing, of that bravado, right? Even though you kind of got shown up a little bit there, but again,
Right.
love the little.
He just swung. If I would have...
Yeah, you would have what?
We've all got that friend, and we've got the friend like Webby who's like, "What would you have done?
Yeah.
What would you have done? Tell me. You would have what?"
Oh, I still got this.
There it is.
All guards report in now. This is not a fucking drill. So
This sounds fun. And who is that? Doesn't sound like Ren. Maybe it is.
And when the voices get too loud.
Well, that sounds a different. Maybe it is. I don't think it is though. I don't think that is. Might be Webby. Inpatient, Ren and Chris Webby with Instigator. I love that the majority of the instrumental was vocals, a cappella. You know, creating your own melodies from your own vocals, I think, is a very cool thing. I love that a lot. I'm trying to think of examples right now, but they fail me. But there was one very famous one from. Oh man, I can't remember. I'll have to come back and remember. But yes, that was a great collaboration. I can see why they've collaborated. The content, the topic matters that they're both writing on, they're both performing on. You know, there's a darkness there, of course. There's a real element of fighting back, right? Sticking it to the man, even visually in the video here. Was this done by Sam, by the way? I feel like the one take as well. I know there might have been a few cuts, but predominantly that was a one take. I kind of lost track. It was so smooth, I almost lost track after a while. But I felt like when we saw the van, oh, it must have been for the van. That would have been the cut, I believe. Definitely. Because then he panned and he got the shot of Ren and Webby coming out. But, yes. You know, I was going to say, visually, even like that right there, I like that's where we're going. We're touching upon all things to do with as well with the industry. That moment there with those two incredibly innocent looking gentlemen there trying to get them to sign their flipping souls away. Again, we're touching upon these very real elements to the industry, life in a certain regard, and just to see them fighting back, getting to see them having fun with it, but showing there is a genuine message here. You know, again, beyond the self-deprecation and the humor and the sort of the bombastic lyricism, there is a message underlying here. And it's essentially, you know, two great independent artists fighting back, right? So good, done so well, and there's still that touch of that. It's so authentic, it's genuine, it's not overly saturated with, like, you know, pop mainstream visuals, even though I'm sure they could, you know, we've seen Ren's production. Again, I've not seen anything from Chris Webby personally, but we've seen Ren's production levels, you know, elevate, skyrocket, but still done to a great degree, of which it's all done with people that he knows. You know, Sam, they're all people who are highly talented, but they're not signed to any big companies as far as I know. So it has that feel to it. There's that human feel to it, but still with great quality, that I think is actually such an important route for a lot of artists to go now. Is there's nothing wrong with upping your quality, but as long as you can still keep the ingenuity of independent vision, you know. Because I feel like with bigger companies, and I'm going on a bit here, please, so for those who want to sign off now, I appreciate you guys. Some have probably, you know, gone a lot further back, but anyone who is here, still here, I just want to say, I you know, you get a feeling that there are definitely the big companies, and they have the template, right? They have the play-by-play. They have these templates that they can go template to say, you know, make things look like this, right? They crank it out of the factory. This is what this looks like. It's cinematic, it's huge, but these are the certain shots we use because they imply a certain level of professionalism, let's say. There's a level of professionalism in Ren's, like, for example, I wish I could unsee it and watch it for the first time with you guys, but I have seen Money Game Part 3, and my goodness, the production level of Money Game Part 3, but added with the cleverness and the ingenuity of the shots that they made, just felt so original to an independent artist. Those are shots there and scene choices I just feel like big companies just wouldn't go for. That's just my sort of, just like, I guess, spitballing out what my opinions are. These are my opinions. I could be completely wrong, you know, but that's just how I feel. And in the climate like today, where, you know, you see big companies like that trying to take your souls, I think it's so important for independent artists to still show it can be done. And this is a great inspiration from people like Ren and Chris Webby to show what can be done. And yeah, it's all inspiring stuff, dudes. Really appreciate this. It will be another drop for next week on the Wednesday, I believe, from the album Asylum. Good to have a name. I think someone did mention it. One of the awesome guys from the music reaction, the Music Chill Squad guys from over here. Thank you for letting me know about every week on a Wednesday they'll be dropping. But again, I love the topics that we're going down, that we're exploring. The snippet to the next tune, or the one that we saw that, well, and they said "Welcome to the Madhouse," is that I don't know. I imagine it is going to be part of this album, of course. But again, the darker theme, a little bit more like circus feel, a little bit more playful potentially. But from what I've seen so far from Down the Road and from Instigator, great messages from a real standpoint, but done, of course, with so much style and panache from Ren and Chris Webby. Cannot wait to see what's next. Thank you guys for joining us here, as always. And here we talk a lot of bollocks at times, but Really appreciate you guys. Do let me know in the comments your thoughts, insights, gold nuggets, all that good stuff about this particular video, things I might not know from behind the scenes or anything like that. Again, I appreciate you guys as always. Cytox, Bohemian, Anthony, thanks for stopping by. And as always, wherever you are in the world, from whatever time you hail, please have a great morning, afternoon, or evening. We will catch you for the next one. Peace. We're out.